Yo, what's up ladies and gentlemen, it's your boy and I am back with another video. Today I wanted to talk to you guys about all this Powerball madness that has been going on this last week. All of you have probably seen that the Powerball in the States reached insane levels and got all the way up to, I think it was $1.5 billion by the time it was all said and done. And someone just won all of that money, I think like a day or two ago, which is insane to me. Someone went from having like regular amounts of money to pretty much being on the Forbes list, just like boom, just like that. But I'm not here to talk about how this guy won and who this guy is or anything about this guy. What I want to talk to you guys about is the fact that when I heard that some dude won this amount of money, I started thinking to myself, what the hell would I do with $1.5 billion? That is just such a ridiculous amount of money that I have absolutely no idea how I would go about spending it. The first thing that popped into my head was, well, you know, like I'd buy a nice car, I'd buy a nice place, I'd pay off my parents' mortgage, I'd get them anything they wanted, you know, do all this kind of stuff. And then I realized, after thinking about all of those kind of cliche type things that you would do with a lot of money, I would be so far away from getting anywhere close to spending $1.5 billion. That would maybe cost me like $1 million, maybe $2 million. That's not even a dent in $1 billion. And that made me realize just how ridiculous it is for someone to have that much money. There's absolutely no need for anyone on the planet to have over $1 billion. You have to actively work to spend your money. You can't just like casually spend $1 billion. You can make those initial big purchases, but then you gotta just start being an idiot like Floyd Mayweather and buy like 25 cars, 20 houses. Nobody needs that. So my first message is, to anybody who ever comes across that amount of money, do something positive with it. Give back to people, help make other people's lives better. If I ever come across an amount of money that large, I promise you guys, there is no way I am not giving massive amounts of money back to the people, back to somebody who needs it, because ain't no way I'm gonna be able to spend $1 billion. Like, what am I gonna do with it? You know, you can't take it with you to the next life. Money is only here, so there's no need for you to have that much money. But that's just really a small portion of what I wanted to talk to you guys about. When I started thinking about what would I do with this money, it also led me to the thought of, what would I do with my life if I had that amount of money? Beyond like what I would spend the money on, what would I do with my life afterwards? And when I thought about it, for a decent amount of time, I realized there's not really much I would do differently right now. And that realization made me think that this is a great exercise for everyone to do to figure out what it is they want to do with their life. So with that being said, I have a little challenge for all of you guys. As opposed to thinking, what would I do with $1.5 billion, as in what would I spend it on, I want you to think a little differently. I want you to think about what you would do with your life if you'd won $1.5 billion. And tell me what the answer is in the comment section below. That is what you should be chasing, because that is what your dream is gonna be. And if you've been having trouble figuring out what it is, there's your answer. Now, if you're not sure, that's also not the end of the world. Not everyone knows exactly what they want to do with their life. That's something I still don't really know. I think I have an idea, but it's something you kind of got to try and figure out and do things you like before you can figure out what you love. Don't worry too much if you don't have an answer to that question. If you do, that's great. Chase it, go for it, and don't let anyone tell you otherwise, because you're going to enjoy your life a lot more if you're doing something you love rather than making a shit ton of money doing something you hate. Alright guys, so that's it for my Powerball Chasing Your Dreams rant. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I know this is something a little different for my channel, but I wanted to try it out because I honestly couldn't shake this thought throughout the last few days. So I wanted to share it with you guys. If you enjoyed it, please hit that thumbs up button to let me know. Let's go for 6 likes this time. Also, don't forget to comment down below what your answer is to what you would do with your life if you'd won the Powerball. And I will catch you guys next time. Toodles!
Something smelly.
DJ, where's it?
Boost!
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Pee! Boost!
Come on.
Because when it... I can't talk. I literally can't talk.